The Fed raised interest rates again this week, the ninth time since last March. The rate hike will have an immediate impact on the 1 in 3 Americans who carry credit card debt.
Paying off credit card debt can feel like an impossible task. The fear is reflected in every household debt, which has risen dramatically in recent years. However, you can find solace in the knowledge that thousands of people have successfully paid off their credit card debts as long as they had a strategy and stuck to it. As a result, approaching this journey as a project, a challenge, and a learning opportunity is beneficial. What are some interesting ways to lower your stress level by the end of every month? The answer is simple: by paying off your debt by the end of every month. This can be made faster if you create a specific plan based on strategy. Yes, strategies. You may also get your credit score back on track, reducing your stress levels faster than anything else. Let me help you with a few strategies to clear off your credit card payment and debt. Let us look at step 1, which is to write it down. When it comes to reversing your credit card debt, information is power. The first step is to jot down significant debt-related numbers. List all of your credit cards and the balances outstanding on each. Make a list of the interest rates charged on each card. Every month, put down the minimum amount owed on each card. Note the annual fees levied by the company on each card. Make a note of the due dates for each credit card. Make an Excel spreadsheet to keep track of all your payments. Clarifying the facts above is critical to paying off your debt as quickly as feasible. The next step is step 2, prioritizing your payments. The precise identification of the chronology in which you'll make your credit card payment is a vital step towards debt liberation. This method not only assists you in paying off debts in a systematic manner, but it also assists you in preventing the owed amount from expanding due to the interest charge. Another advantage is that paying off debt on each card one by one keeps you motivated while simultaneously rebuilding your credit score. However, if you try to pay the same amount on each card every month, the interest will continue to accumulate. This affects both your credit score and your ability to obtain loans and other financial goods. The next step, step 3, is to make your payment plan.
And if you have balances on multiple cards, figure out whether you are going to prioritize paying off the highest interest debt first, or start with the smallest balance and work your way up to the largest balance.
So, what is the order of events when paying off credit card debt? There are basic ground principles to this, which all comes down to math. Typically, the credit card with the highest interest rate wins. Commit to paying off one card first while only paying the minimum on the others. This method, also known as the avalanche method, ensures that most of your credit card bill payment is applied to the principal amount rather than the interest. Once that card is paid off, move on to the one with the second highest interest rate while paying the minimum on the others. If your remaining cards have the same interest rate, start with the one with the highest balance and pay the minimum amount on the other card. Step 4 is to always pay the minimum amount. This amount is plainly stated on your credit card bill each month. If you do not pay even the minimum amount on each card, you may be charged late payment cost, which will be added to your existing dues. There's also the risk that if you exceed your credit limit, your credit card will be suspended. Do you value time? If you value time, then the next step is connected to time. Step 5, prioritize paying on time. That is, when money is tight, paying your payments on time is a must. It's a good idea to plan your payments a day or two before the official payment date. This gives you some breathing room if you fall short of your monthly payment goal. Are you quite good at convincing people by talking to them? Then the most important advice is mentioned in step 6. That is, it doesn't hurt to talk to your bank about renegotiating some clauses.
Found that about 70% of folks who had asked for a lower interest rate on their credit card in the past year got one.
Inquire with your bank about lowering the interest rate or waiving or reducing your yearly fees. If you have been a long-term customer consistently making on-time payments, you may have leverage, and banks are usually prepared to listen. If credit card debt is part of your normal past, it implies you need to improve your credit worthiness. That being said, you should try to strike up a discussion. Maintain your cool for the greatest results. Of all the steps, here's step 7 that asks you to consider a credit card balance transfer.
If you have good credit, transfer balances to an introductory 0% rate card.
A balance transfer is an excellent option for customers who are in credit card debt. It enables individuals to shift their debts to a credit card with a substantially cheaper interest rate. Several banks around the world provide this service, and some will even allow you to transfer the balances of multiple cards to a single transfer balance credit card. Aside from cheaper borrowing rates, there are several advantages. You may be able to pay the card in installments ranging from 3 to 12 months. If you choose a shorter term, you may not have to pay any interest. Some banks require you to pay the interest rate up front, while others may charge a processing fee. By making the right option, you wind up paying a lot less, faster, and with less stress. This transition also allows you a fresh start on improving your credit score. The next step, that is step 8, asks you to consider a loan. A worthwhile option is to borrow money from relatives and friends, preferably those with whom you have a solid relationship. Paying out your full credit card debt at once will save you all of that interest. If you decide to go this route, make a strong repayment plan for your loan. You might also consider providing an incentive. For example, if your current credit card interest rate is 3.4% per month, you can offer a 2% interest rate loan. The goal is to establish a clear agreement and to follow through on the terms. Never take out a personal loan unless the interest rate is significantly lower than the interest rate on your credit card. Personal loans, on the other hand, often have substantially higher interest rates. Step 9, and the most important of all the tips, is to minimize your expenses.
It's inflation and robust spending that's really helped push Americans' overall credit card balances past the $1 trillion mark in the second quarter.
How frequently do you wonder, where is my money going monthly? You're not alone, though. Many folks with disposable income are also baffled by this question. However, it's never too late to start over. Begin by identifying your monthly fixed expenses, such as rent, utilities, and groceries. Check to see if there's any room for cost savings here. If not, proceed to the next bucket, which contains impulse purchases, personal care items, and consumer goods that are more wants than needs. It's a good idea to establish a time limit on leisurely activities, pricey dinners out, and other unnecessary expenses. Transfer all the money you would have spent on unnecessary purchases to your credit card debt. Look at step 10. Put investments on hold while in debt. Now, that sounds strange. No, it isn't strange advice. Another bad habit that goes hand in hand with financial difficulties is continuing to invest when in debt. Even if you generate money on your stock market or through mutual funds, any passive income will be wiped out as your debts pile up. The best strategy is to stop investing until your credit card debt is paid off. If it allows you to pay off your debt, you should consider liquidating part of your investments. Never, however, touch your emergency savings because it will safeguard you on a rainy day. Step 11 will remind you how to increase your income. We're typically taught that all of our income must come from one source, our employment. However, an increasing number of people are developing an entrepreneurial mindset by working numerous jobs and diversifying their income. List all your abilities and search gig work platforms for suitable opportunities. With the internet, a whole new world has opened up for gig workers and abilities such as accounting, writing, editing, online education, and design, to mention a few. You might also think about converting a hobby into a business. For example, if you bake, crochet, or construct things, you may sell them and expand both your money and your identity. Of course, every currency that comes in must be used to pay down your debt. The final step, and that is step 12, asks you to celebrate your wins. Taking a moment to celebrate when you reach a milestone will help you stay motivated and devoted to your goals. For example, after paying off your first credit card, treat yourself to a beautiful home-cooked meal and a drink with a loved one. Doing modest things for oneself at every opportunity makes it memorable. Paying off debt may be lonely and time-consuming task, regardless of how many micro actions you take. When you finish paying off your obligations, begin your new credit path with appreciation and rejoice with those who have helped you along the way. Please share your experiences in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the post notification to stay updated. Until next time, stay smart.